Seriously, yesterday when we got here, nobody was here. This morning, when did these people even get here? It's like 8 o'clock and it feels like these people have been here for hours. Working on the sheep right here. Our friend Alex, he got moved too, so I see him driving behind me. Our friend Noreen that just came last night, she's up here, already moved. So I guess as long as we're on this side of the crew, we're good. It was fun camping on the island while it lasted. Okay, so one thing we did hear about yesterday is that there's like this outbreak of some kind of parasitic bug, bacteria, something around here, and is advisable to be farther away from the lake. So we thought, oh man, that's not good, but I guess this solves that problem. Seriously, yesterday when we got here, nobody was here. This morning, when did these people even get here? It's like 8 o'clock and it feels like these people have been here for hours. That's the good spot right there. If you're gonna make a movie, where we were camping is the good spot. They're flying a drone now, trying to get a shot where we were. They made it with still the good light.
He doesn't like drones.
Shooting a scene with all the sheep. That's our friends Noreen and Anna leaving.
You can do it.
So that's where we were camping before. This is where we are now.
You messed
Ah! Bring it back.
You broke the rock. I don't think this is very good slow-mo.
Oh, that was good. That's good. Oh, guts. Guts.
Ava, look at this is the time we're making videos. If you're gonna snap. Distraction.
Move it back.
Get it back. Get it back. With your hand.
All right, so we made it to this lake. This is another reservoir. I'm guessing all this water comes from the two gorges, the Todra and the Dades Gorge that comes down from the High Atlas. Yesterday, we went into town here, and this town, Ouarzazate, is surprisingly like really nice, really clean, it wasn't very many people, so we were driving through thinking that there was going to be like a bunch of traffic, but there was hardly any traffic, and we were surprised to see how much money was there. And then we realized that there's kind of a film studio. A lot of movies come to this area of Morocco to get made. So we saw like a film school, we saw a film studio, and then we knew that there were a couple spots near the town where movies have been made, like big movies like Gladiator, big movies in the US, all around the world. There's one gas station that they built completely in the desert from nothing to make it look like an American gas station in the Southwest. It was in the movie The Hills Have Eyes 2. So you can actually still go there, and I think our plan is to go check it out today. And then we knew that as we were driving over here. And we went into town to go buy groceries, which we did. We went to the Carrefour, and it was cool because we can buy all this stuff that you can't really buy in a normal market here in Morocco. And then we came to this lake, and really nice lake right over there. And the water is kind of low. I think there's a bit of a drought here right now. So water is pretty low in the reservoir. So we were able to drive across to this island, and we were camping there last night in an island. And our friends from Germany, Norring and Anna, who we visited, or they visited us when we were in Split a few months ago, they decided to come to Morocco. So they drove all the way down from Spain, took the ferry yesterday morning, no, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, they took the ferry at 3 a.m. and they drove all the way to Marrakesh, which is insane to me. And then yesterday from Marrakesh, they drove here and met us at this lake. So we had a fire last night. It was cool. But then this morning, we were awoken by a film crew. In fact, one of them knocked on all of our doors and said, hey, we're making a movie here. Can you guys move up a little bit? So that's what we did. And now we're here watching this, from what I know, is a Brazilian film crew making a movie for the Brazilian market, maybe? I don't know. They have drones, they have big cameras, they have big trucks, and just all morning has been vans taking people up and down. So I guess it's true. They make movies here. There's like sheeps and donkey and like 2 people dressed up in like a period costume down there by the water. So instead of staying longer, I think we're going to leave today. We thought about maybe staying a couple of days. We also heard from somebody who's from the area yesterday, and they said be careful of this lake because they had an outbreak of some kind of like infestation parasitic bug that gets transferred through sandflies. Apparently it could be really bad if you don't get treated. So now we're a little on edge about being too close to the water and getting bit by sandflies. But I don't know, it appears that these film people don't care. They're just hanging out by the water with sheeps and stuff. We're probably going to take off, but today, though, we will go try to find that gas station where they made the Hills Have Eyes 2 and see what it looks like. It apparently still looks like a New Mexican gas station, so should be cool. So here it is. This is the Hills Have Eyes gas station that they built out here in the middle of Morocco. It is, I've never seen the movie. I don't know if you guys seen the movie. It's supposed to be a pretty scary horror movie. But we're parked right across the street, right across the road from it. And it does look kind of like the Southwest. Like this could be somewhere in like, you know, western New Mexico, maybe near Tucumcari, like Route 66 type place. It's called Gas Haven, and it's made to look like an old American gas station. And because this town that we just passed, it's got a big like movie studio, has a lot of European and probably even movie studios from around the world come down here to make films, because you know it's like if you want desert scenery, you don't really have anything like this in Europe, and it makes sense that they will come here with the infrastructure of the town over there and the landscape and the way things look in Morocco. It's pretty unique, but it just kind of baffles my mind that they would take a plot of land in Morocco and turn it into a New Mexican gas station that looks like it would be on some kind of old beat up Route 66 road. They even have like old American pickup truck, like a couple of old American cars, like a Buick or some hoopty sitting abandoned. They had to bring these cars from somewhere, I guess. I don't know. When we first got here, there's nobody here. There's just one guy wearing an orange vest, an attendant, and he wants 20 dirhams per person to visit, which is €2 per person. I don't even know how this works. Does he own the place? Or is he just some guy who works for the guy that owns the place? Within the last 10 minutes, 2 cars have showed up, and they're just people walking around checking the place out. One guy even drove his car inside and pulled up next to the gas pumps, pretending to be, getting gas here. We're making lunch over here, so I'm gonna see if we're gonna pay to go visit it. You're supposed to be able to go inside, so it could be neat. But if you're a fan of the movie and you come to Morocco, this might be a cool stop for you.
Person right there. Yeah. On a chair.
All right, we've decided to go check this place out, see if he'll take €2 for all of us to go in.
I have some euros, some dirham. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That was easy.
Yeah.
I could just walk.
Don't be scared.
It's just
Why?
scary.
You guys are scared.
What does it say?
Welcome to our visitor at the film museum. The hills have eyes. They have eyes. Oh, look at these rocks are fake. I imagine they have to bring all this stuff in from the U.S. Look at this. They even have mailboxes that say U.S. mail. And these gas pumps, they're from the U.S. The gas pumps are different here in Europe. Yeah, price per gallon. They're in dollars. Unleaded. Instead of cold drinks, they have gold drinks. Country Roads Antiques and Gardens.com. Is that a real website? I don't know. Go check it out. Because nice matters. Gold drinks. Alright. You guys want to go inside? Let's go check out this place.
And there's 7-Up.
That's not a mummified cat, that's a piece of wood. I think it's made of wood. Maybe? No, it's fiberglass. It's made of fiberglass. Computer parts. American payphone? Hello? Where do they get that?
It is very dangerous here.
Bottles of liquor. What's back here? Yeah, but how do I know that's really Prohibito El Paso or if that's just the movie prop?
Because it says Prohibito El Paso.
I think that's part of it. I don't have a free broken in there.
It's a movie
But they
prop.
have a French newspaper in an American gas station.
Washington Redskins.
Yeah, why would somebody like the Washington Redskins here in New Mexico?
I see a scary ball over there.
Whoa, there's a bird in here.
It's making really weird sounds.
Anybody need aspirin?
Aspirin. Yeah, aspirin.
Shasta soda here?
What's that?
Diet Shasta.
Now you're close for eternity. Let's break our new skin. And look behind you.
That's cool.
No sugar.
You're asking me things I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so apparently this movie is really scary, even though I've never seen it. And in fact, our friend Alex, who we've been traveling with, I told him about this place. He's like, "Oh yeah, that movie." Oh, I'm not going there. He's seen the movie and he's so scared that he doesn't want to come here. So it must be a pretty spooky movie, but you know, when you're at the set, it's just a bunch of like, this is camel, maybe? Not a camel skull, goat skull, and a lot of this is made of foam, and a lot of creepy dolls, a lot of bones that they collected. These are animal bones, I'm presuming. Yeah, and they make a lot of like animal carcasses out of foam, like this one. Looks like a foam carcass. Not really a real dead animal. But should I watch the movie? Now that I've been here, I feel like I want to go see the movie. Oh yeah, here's something spooky back here. Don't come back here, it's very spooky.
What is it?
Bunch of human skulls made of foam.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty realistic. That's spooky, right? Is that part of the movie? I don't know. Those of you that have seen it.
Tell me if I'm walking the right way.
You're walking the right way.
This is about this stone. It's actually pretty funny. It's actually
You have nightmares.
I will? No, it's
It's
actually pretty
scary.
funny. It's actually pretty
A bunch of
funny.
skulls together, like sticking out of the wall.
Mia, it's just concrete. It's pretty funny.
It's not
Well,
funny.
some of them have open mouths, like they're screaming. I want to see.
Is the catacomb scarier?
Yes, catacombs scarier. Catacombs
No.
real skulls.
This is scarier.
Really?
This is scarier than
It's because the
catacomb.
skeleton mouths are open, screaming.
We'll take a picture and show it to them.
Daddy, look. It's really funny. The hill shaves. Ava, look. The sea. So it's
There you go. That concludes the Moroccan movie studio tour 2020. We're gonna start heading more southwest towards the coast. Not sure where we're gonna get to tonight. We got quite a bit of driving before the next town we want to go to, so we're just gonna try to do maybe 2-3 hours today, see where we get to, and then find a nice spot to pull over for the night. That thing right there behind us is a communications tower. And one of those, or a few of those antennas on top, are from Morocco Telecom, 4G LTE. We stopped here for a little break of today's drive. We left the, what do they call that town? They call that Hollywood of the desert or something in Morocco?
There's also some.
Door to the desert. Entrance, gateway to the desert of Hollywood. It's called Ouarzazate. We were just gonna drive a little bit and, you know, find a spot, and we were even gonna camp possibly across the way from that Hills Have Eyes 2 gas station. But then we decided to drive. We just decided to keep driving a little bit. And then as we started driving towards the, you know, the coast, we wanted to get to this one other town that has been recommended to us and something that I've been looking at on the map and not really sure quite exactly how to get to it. I think most people get to it from the south along the coast. They go all the way down to the southern part of Morocco, and then they cut in from the coast to get to it, because I think that road is a lot better. But from where we are, in the bottom of the gorges, Todra and Dade's Gorge, driving west, we were basically driving like we're going towards the coast on the main highway, and then about halfway through you make a left turn, and this is where we are. We're at 6,000 feet again, pretty high altitude. And it's been, I would say, a decent road, but our definition of decent has changed quite a bit over the last week or so. 80% maybe was paved, and there are just some really bad washed out places from rainy season and stuff like that.
But the whole road was washed out, not just like a little patch.
Oh yeah. Entire like bridges were wiped out, and then you kind of dip down into the gully and come back up on dirt. We drove and didn't know exactly where we're gonna end up. And we're still like 75 miles away from this next town we wanna go to. But then we kind of popped out at the top of this pass. And I believe this is probably the highest point of our drive. This is the Anti-Atlas Mountains, I believe. They're basically 3 mountain ranges in Morocco. The Middle Atlas, where the monkey forest is, we were there just like our second week in Morocco. And then the High Atlas, where we were driving on the really bad dirt road at 9,600 feet. And this is the Anti-Atlas. This is the southernmost mountain range. I don't know exactly how high it goes. If we're at 6,000, I imagine those peaks are at like 8,000 or 9,000. And where we ended up right here is it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. And it's much cooler because we're in higher altitude. And because we have such good cell signal, there's no reason for us to drive more as the sun is starting to kind of go down a little bit. So we're just gonna chill here for the night. You were a little concerned about being at a place by ourselves, but Morocco so far has not been a dangerous place in our experience. People are super nice. There's been probably half a dozen cars I've driven past since we stopped, and everybody super cool. They smile and wave. The truck driver gave us a big thumbs up. I feel really safe. And this is the spot that's on Park for Night. And people have parked here before. You can tell because there's little fire rings.
A little bit of
Hard to
toilet paper
avoid.
flapping.
Little.
I usually clean up other
little
people's
brown toilet
trash,
paper.
but when there's toilet paper flapping on a twig, that crosses the line for me.
I'm sure the sun has sanitized whatever is on it, but don't touch it.
No.
So we're just gonna walk up. There's this little dirt offshoot from the main road, and it looks like it goes to the top of something, and we want to see what's on the other side. So we're gonna go check it out. Well, now we're at the top of this hill. Not a whole lot more to see besides just road that keeps going. There's some villages, tiny villages over there. A little valley right here. We've walked pretty far from our van, which is over there. That's pretty tall. That's gotta be over 10,000 feet.